Drop a GP in the chat, guys. We are fired up to have Grady on the call.
And there's so many things I could say right now because Grady literally is one of the best mentors Hayden and I have ever had. You've taught us a lot in business and life in so many different things, and the team and everyone's very excited to hear from you all the time. I mean, I wish we could have you on every week, but
well, book me.
Grady Polcyn, integrity partner. What are you with FFL now? Senior counsel?
Senior blue diamond, ruby. Sorry, I don't know. I forget after a certain number, right? It's always just like, how do we keep growing? And I think I don't know. Honestly, I apologize. They give me a pin, but I don't wear it. I wear this one. This is the one everyone wants. We'll just focus on this pin and this level. But you guys are very easy to coach. And I think that's something that as we're recruiting and as we're working with people, look for people that want to get better, right? When you work with people that want to get better every day, and then they're just asking positive questions on how do I get better, it's very easy to give people direction, right? And if they take the direction, then it makes it easy for me to go, okay, you took direction before, here's some next level of advice. And do they take that? And all of a sudden it's like, we build this level of trust. And as long as I don't let them down and I give them good advice and they go do the action, they're going to get a positive result. That's how you build trust within an agency and with a company, and how you build, an empire. That's how we get to $1 billion. That's I take Sean's advice, right? I take Andrew's advice. I don't challenge him. I don't question. I go, you've got a reason. You've got decades of knowledge behind this. And for me, there's no reason that I should do that. And then I'm not Andrew and Sean, but I'm a little bit farther up the mountain than you guys. And that's what makes it easy to work with you.
So Grady, I've known you for quite some time now. And I actually just saw on LinkedIn like 2 days ago, I was recruiting on there and it popped up Grady Polcyn 4 years with FFL. So I don't know if you knew that, but congratulations.
Crazy. Hey, thanks, man.
But guys, if you don't know who Grady is, been here for 4 years, he was able to get his integrity deal within 2 years. If you don't know what that is, that's another conversation, but you get a really cool pin. And basically you get in with a private equity company and you can set up your families for a generation and be able to dump back in the resources and the help that integrity will give your agency, and then make a lot more integrity partners and protect a lot more families, and have things like underwriting genies and FL America Boot Camp and all the things that Grady created that, like we said, no other team has. So extremely grateful for you getting on here. We're lucky that we work, within your group. And the main thing, Grady, that I wanted to have you on today, you have obviously a lot of wealth and wisdom, definitely, but knowledge and wisdom. But we're just into 2022.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are going for Hall of Fame. A lot of people are, counting on this year to be the year, the breakthrough year. So if you could just talk about kind of the things that you focus on, and if you're a new agent, you would make sure that they're doing right now, because it's still January. If they're not starting on the right foot yet, they can still turn around for the year. And we're only 2 weeks into the year. So what are some tips you would give? And, what are some things that you did to build your business to get to the point you're at now?
It's a great question, Hayden. Thank you. I think for me, guys, like early on, like I didn't know what I want. I knew I had a lead cost. I knew I had expenses. I knew I had a household to take care of. And I knew that the way to get there is to go sit with as many people as possible. And I knew when I was at home, and this is 4 years ago, I wasn't making money. Now, if you're not on the phone or not on Zoom, you're not making money. If you're not doing business building activities, right? Income producing activities, IPAs. What are IPAs? Dialing the phone, selling a client, on the phone, recruiting, getting or helping an agent make a sale. About 4 things that you can pretty much do, and everything else you should hire out to staff. And if you're spending a lot of time not doing those 4 things, that's probably why your business is the way it is and your production is the way it is. And so for me early on, and for many of us, our newer agents, which we've 33 new agents this week. So 33 people took a leap into entrepreneurship. I applaud you. I'm proud beyond my words of you. But the biggest thing that separates you from the people that sit at this table or the people that are at the top of those leaderboards is they go out and they do it every single week. They remember Matt Smith said one time, it was $15,457. I wrote it on my whiteboard, and this is back before I even was in FFL. And I used to stock FFL training. You think there's anybody out there that watches FFL training that isn't with us yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're just watching. And come home when you're ready. Come home when you're ready. Because we're not going anywhere. And I don't know what your company's doing, but imagine what you could do here with the comps we have and the leads and all the things that don't keep people from becoming successful. So you look at the 33 people that took a leap, and the differentiating factor is that they just kept going. And that's the thing that I would hope and pray and to find some level of And it's not seeking stress or seeking pain, but seek motivation, right? To hear Josh and hear Bowen and Kevin and talk to Mel and Erica and these agency managers and these producers going out there each and every day and leading with bigger intent than just, I want to make a bunch of money and buy cool stuff. Like, that's not where their heart is. It's how do I change people's lives? And maybe for you right now, you're trying to pay your bills. I got it. You want to get out of the apartment you live in. You want to get rid of the crappy car you have. You want to be able to give your parents some decent gifts. You want to bless those around you. It's all you. Those 33 new people, just go out there and continue to do this week, continue to do this month, set goals, get to convention with us, and encapsulate yourself in FFL and insulate yourself from the outside world. That's the thing that most people don't do. You start making some money, you go talk to your buddies and go, who, are fine people, but they're not doing what you're doing. They're not living in this world you live in, and asking them advice or their opinion on something that they're not doing or not doing, and especially not doing successfully, is a massive deterrent. One of the hardest things for me early on was to separate myself from my good friends that I spent the most time with, who were happy where they were, or maybe they weren't happy, but weren't really ready to take the leap of faith or leap of pain that I was, because I was so not happy. I wasn't financially fulfilled. I wasn't like mentally fulfilled in the work I was doing, and I needed to find something else. And for all of you on here right now, you are at the greatest business opportunity in the history of business opportunities. Like there's never come a time. I was having a conversation with Sean recently about, like Hayden and I used to sell some energy drinks back in the day, right? We've been involved in MLMs. There's protein based, there's all kinds of MLM network marketing companies, right? Which traditionally has been, let's be an American who wants to make additional income, right? Let's be someone who I have got my job. I'm making 40, 50, $60,000 a year, 80, 100, wherever you're at. But I want to add on another 20, 30, 40 to give my family a better quality of life. Okay. Traditionally, for the past 20, 30, 40 years, that predominantly has been either start a landscaping business on the weekend, start an Etsy shop, or start a network marketing company, or join a network marketing company where you help people, get some sort of additional supplements or some sort of additional products where you can make an additional monthly income stream by recruiting and talking to selling your network, some sort of a product, Pampered Chef or Amway, et cetera. That's traditionally been the additional entrepreneurial vehicle that many people have subscribed to. And I was having a good conversation with Sean about how the FTC and a lot of regulation, these bigger government entities are tired of seeing people join these deals, spend $500 or $1,000 for their stuff, pay sign-up fees, pay monthly ongoing fees, and never really achieve success. And there's been a massive shift, I believe, inside of the American landscape that's pushing people towards becoming realtors, becoming insurance agents, becoming mortgage brokers, and to be family first life, to be the best insurance opportunity inside of the best vehicle. I mean, people can go sign up to be real estate agents. They can go be network marketers. They can go be mortgage brokers, but none of those vehicles have the ability to procure warm buyer leads like Family First Life does. So to put ourselves in a position we are in 2022, heading forward with the greatest opportunity, great leadership, all the things are lined up. I mean, I'm excited every single day. I'm up late. I'm early in the morning to meet and cheer on these 33 new people that have said, yes, I see it too. I get it too. I'm excited too. And so for all of you, we're here for you. We're here to support you. But that's what excites me each and every day, guys.
Sure. So I would say anyone that knows you, Grady, you're a very personally developed guy. Like, you read a lot. You sent us a book the other day, and we're like, dude, you have a huge team. Your integrity partner, but you still want to get better, and you're still reading books and audios. We have so much training, like so much training on YouTube. We have regular boot camp. We have virtual boot camp. We have so many things. The carriers have stuff, so many things to get better and better and better. Can you talk about, continuously sharpening your tools and continuously getting better, and some of the things that you do? Because this kind of shift doesn't happen overnight. To become an agency manager, to become a top producer, you have to go from a person that's here, and you have to continuously get better to a person that's here. Because if you're not, you're just not ready for that success yet. You don't look the part, you don't talk the part, you don't act the part, you don't have the habits, to get that success. So can you talk about some things that, you focus on and people within FFL can use to elevate their self to that next level?
For sure, man. Fantastic question. So I would frame it like this, guys, right? Like, you've gotten to where you are today with what you've learned, who you've been around, what you've read, people you've associated with, courses you've been to, seminars you've been to, videos you've watched, books you've read, blogs you've read, podcasts you subscribe to, right? And that has gotten you to today. And you may love yourself and be happy with yourself, and that's fantastic, but you're not here if you're ecstatic financially with what you've created. And that's great, because we're really good at helping people make a lot of money. So welcome home. Welcome to the winning team. And I would tell you though, that to go from here to here to here, it is, yes, it's FFL training. Yes, it's finding discipline, but there's so much more that you have to elevate yourself to. And so for me personally, like, I may come across as a personally developed person, or a well-spoken person, or a positive, excited person, but I'm human, right? So I stub my toe, it hurts, right? I get in a fight with my wife, it puts me in a bad mood. My kids act crazy, it stresses me out. So work stuff happens. I get smoked with some roll-up dad. I get I'm still a person whom can be affected by things that are outside of my control that I need to get better at controlling. So how do you live in that world? And for me, it comes that I'm not like, I binge watched this Yellowstone show over the holidays, right? And it was good. And then the last season was garbage, but what is that? Well, we can argue it out off camera, but like, I spent all this time watching this show and it was entertaining and I enjoyed it. Right. But like, for me, I'm not getting paid to watch that, and I'm not getting better by watching it. And does that mean you shouldn't have your favorite shows? No, it just means that you shouldn't look forward every single night to 3 hours sitting in front of Netflix and then texting your broke friends about how cool or what the housewives did this week. What you should do is a simple repetitive word is find discipline in the fact that put yourself in school, put yourself in, the best entrepreneurial education that many people have found is YouTube University, right? Going on there. I'm a huge proponent of Jaron Hardy, Brian Tracy, Les Brown, Tony Robbins has got fantastic stuff. There's a guy called Charisma on Command who's great at telling you how to communicate. My new favorite guy is Alex Hormozzi. He's insane, incredible, massively successful 31-year-old guy who just sold his company for $100 million. And he's 31. He teaches you what he did, how he built it. And so for me, I'm like, I can't get 24 hours a day with Sean and Andrew. So I want time with other guys like them and other gals like them. Mel Robbins is fantastic. There's a girl I follow. There's a couple. But is it all day, Grady? No. Is it 4 hours a day? No. But it's like when I'm in the shower, right? Or when I'm driving in the car, like on the way here today, I listened to 15 minutes of this guy, Alex, right? I'm just trying to drip my head with more positivity. So when I'm sitting with a new agent or an agent that I miss and want to spend time with it and trying to give something like that $1 million thing I said at the beginning of this call, I got that from a video I watched last night and I share it here. And now everyone's like, that makes a lot more sense. We can break it down. But that's where I think, guys, that if you take yourself and you go, I'm going to work as hard as I can and put this in here. And yes, I'll have down days. And yes, I'll have 7, 8 appointments and I won't sell any of them. And I'll sell the last one. It'll feel good, but I know sold the first 6. And that's stressful. Yes, it's stressful. So what do you do throughout the day? You call agents, you call leads, you book more appointments, but also drip in some personal development of positive things of other successful people. And I think that's one of the things that I've listened about every single FFL training that's been out. I try to do our best to create more to give people something to lean on. A lot of our YouTube videos get thousands and thousands of views, which is fantastic. But a thing that you can implement in your life is listening to other successful people from other businesses to give yourself perspective. And every time I listen to them, guess what I don't hear? Something better than FFL. There's nothing out like, and that's not that I'm searching for it, but I'm like these guys talk about a business that would exist that would have leads, and a business where you can make high commissions, and a business where you can build an agency. And like a lot of these guys talk about maybe businesses they built in the past, and they all reflect what we have here and we get to take advantage of every single day. So for all of you out there that are trying to get better, make that your make that your intention of doing it, because the nonsense that you can go down pipelines on Instagram and Facebook and arguing with people and watching BS TV, like take a TV break for 24 months and join YouTube University and look up entrepreneurs and successful business leaders. And, I watch a lot is the Shark Tank I watch Shark Tank pitches where it's business owners that come in the Shark Tank. Like they're on YouTube now. Like, I mean, the show's been going on for like 11 years, but you'll see people come in there and they'll talk about what they did. I put $150,000 into this shoelace business and we've got $67,000 of sales in the last quarter. And they're like, you should probably quit. And I'm like, we don't have to pay $150,000 to start a shoelace business. We was spend a couple grand on getting leads set up and time. Like we have everything that entrepreneurs want. We're just not big enough yet for people to go, you know what, I could go to college or I could just join FFL. Like that would be a thing in the future. Should I go to college or should I become a life? Like we're going to be as big as we'll be the biggest in our space. We're already the biggest in our space, but we'll be so big, it'll be obnoxious. And people will be like, so do I go work for these, companies that sponsor stadiums or do I go work at FFL? That's the future, guys. So that's what excites me. And that's the reason why I so focus on getting better mentally so I can be more positive and confident throughout the things that go on in my life.
Love it. Thankfully, the business is very simple. And so, you go through boot camp, you get on the sales team, you get on the Zooms, you listen, you do training, and it's very, very simple. It's just more action versus anything. Obviously, always sharpening our tools, but it's more action. So everyone on the call knows exactly what they need to do to get there. So our some additional goals we have is we want to have 100 vice presidents. We want to have, 150 logos. We want to have a bunch of integrity partners.
Yourself there. Join us. This is your future. These are your colleagues. We want to win with you. We want to get better with you. This isn't a rah, hot coal. Let's take our dreams and put them inside of a balloon and let them fly off into the ocean. This is let's learn how to overcome every objection, how to work leads, how to understand this business to the utmost level. And that's what's so great about FFL is no one holds back. Like no one goes, I got this secret training or the secret lead source. No, we're all trying to dominate. And we all are doing so well that there's this reciprocity like inside of us to just give it away. This is what I do. This is everything I do. I hope you can implement it. And if you need help implementing, I'll help you too, because I'm doing better than I've ever been in my entire life. And I just want to help you win too. That's where you live right now. This is your home. These are your friends and your business partners and your running mates. Join us.
Cool. Thank you for getting on. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Grady.
We'll see you guys back on fflsalesteam.com to get some appointments booked and some transfers and one call closes done. And we'll see you guys next Thursday.